Hello folks, I just thought, oh, sorry, straight away, 26th of November, and I'll give you an update, really, a recap on how it all started. This is that I got an email at work last June, and about NHS trial for this good, because I'm taking lansoprazole. I was taking lansoprazole, so I got this NHS trial. I looked into it. I was going to bin it, but I didn't. I thought, oh, is this a scam or is it real? Anyway, I googled it and it was real, so I did it. Cambridge University, and I arranged to have a test at a mobile unit in Bridlington. I swallowed the capsule down, waited 7 minutes, the capsule turned into a sponge, and when they took the sponge out, it was sent away. 2 weeks later, I have a phone call, or was it? No, because there were suspicious cells, I was invited to ring Castle up and book an appointment. Well, within a day or two, I don't know, I was having an upper endoscopy and and a CT scan, and you get all these bloody letters, you get all these leaflets from the nurse that like cancer and all this shit, and you think, oh god. Anyway, I think I told you all about that in the previous video I did. So basically now, from all them things, I've had the chemotherapy, which started, I think it started in August, sometime in August, late August, the first one, and flock chemotherapy, 4 sessions of once a fortnight, each one. The first one didn't really bother me, second one didn't really bother me, third one my hair started falling out, and I got chemo tongue, and that was horrible. And anyway, the last one was my limit, and then you wait 6 weeks, and talking to like the oncologist who gave me the chemotherapy, and the surgeon, I won't mention his name, it doesn't make any difference, had meetings with him about how long the operation, robot surgery, would take, which is quite a new thing. Apparently there's only 7 hospitals in the country that do robot surgery, Castle Hill being one of them, and so I had that for about 7 hours. Anyway, I was in hospital on the 12th of November, and the day before, could I else like get to sleep? Anyway, I was on ward 14 in Castle Hill. And then the next morning, 7:15, my surgeon came to see me, and he says, oh, well, we'll be coming for you shortly. If you're all prepared, yeah, no problem. Well, I was a bit more daunted than that. I've never been in hospital in my life, never had an operation. So they took me down at quarter to 7. I went down, walked down through the corridor into the theatre, and then they started putting an epidural in my back and all the other bits and bobs, and then they put me to sleep. Obviously I had the operation and woke up in the afternoon. I often wondered, you know, they probably started about, like, once they got all that in place and the surgeon started, maybe he started at, I don't know, 9 o'clock. At 12 o'clock, did he kind of say, all right, lads, let's stop for dinner and go get something to eat? And then carry on again after dinner. I don't know. And I actually did ask him, and he says, no, we worked right through. There's 2 of them on the robot. Him and his colleague used the robot surgery between them. So, anyway, so that was done, and I was woken up and I was put in ICU, which was, Jesus, bloody hell. Surreal, real weird feeling. Anyway, you know, I'm sure plenty of you have been in ICU for something or other. And what they've done is cut 2/3 of my esophagus out and 1/3 of my stomach, about 38 centimetres, you know. And woke up and I had pipes and bloody tubes. And you can't see that. One there going straight down to my heart. That was a feeding tube which stitched to my bloody nose. And then I've got drains coming out the side of me. I haven't now, I've had them taken out. 2 drains out the side of me. I've got about a 3 or 4 inch scar on my side. What they maybe pulled the, what they did, they had to collapse my lung down. And they went in through my side, and they went in underneath my ribs. And, excuse me, what was I? They pulled, I got a 4 inch one in the side and 2 drains from my lungs. So when they filled my lungs back up, it popped back up anyway. So, and the girls, the nurses, were all bloody frozen on ICU. It was freezing in there. But I couldn't control my temperature at first. And the worst thing was, all I wanted to do was go to sleep and rest. But every 15 minutes, half an hour, someone was coming around and they were either injecting me with antibiotics or morphine, or I had this epidural going in my back, all sorts going on. Here's some food, you know, through this bloody tube thing that went not into my neck. That one, I've still got that in my stomach, that tube. It's coming out later this week. And I just wanted to go to sleep. And the sleep deprivation during the war, it was used as a torture. You try it for a few days, God, you keep on getting woken up. It's awful. I think that was about the worst thing about it, what I remember, really. Anyway, so moving on. After that, Dion came to see me. She was in bits. Bless her. But she's been an absolute bloody trooper. Anyway, so I was put on the hob. And while on the hob, I was fast asleep. A bed's bloody uncomfortable, I found. While I was fast asleep, it was mate now anyway, someone through Facebook that does the mag rallies like I used to do, and he used to be part of the organisation of it, Joe. He is exactly the same as me, but he's 5 weeks ahead, and he's been such an inspiration because he's been kind of keeping me informed, or like putting it on Facebook, and I've seen it, you know, and we've talked and what have you. Anyway, this particular day, laid in hospital asleep in the hob, and I was walking by the nurse and looked at the end of the bed in a chair, sat in a chair. I thought it was me. I thought it was me, sat in this bloody chair. I did a double take. I fucking hell, there's a spirit. My spirit is looking down at me and it's going to say bye as it goes to heaven. Oh hell. And it was Joel, because Joel's got a bit of Mohican and his beard's growing back now, but you know, and he's got round glasses as well. And it kind of, it kind of shook me a bit, but yeah, and that, basically that and my kids and Dion, Joel and my kids and my Dion are the only visitors I've had, because of, I don't want to get any viruses or anything with them, collapse my lung down. And to be honest, I have had an infection the other day. I came home on Saturday after 9 days in hospital. It's bloody quick going for major surgery. And I couldn't wait to get home and have a bloody good sleep in bed. But of course, silly bugger, he was trying to nip out and get some logs in and stuff like that. And what a fool. But anyway, I got slap wrist from Dio and told off and told to stay still and not go out the house when she takes the dogs a walk. So now all I've got now is basically a bit of here, and to pull your stomach up and to join it together. I don't know how. I don't know if it's stapled or what. And so no stomach really, and I have to have real small amounts. At first it was like baby food, just pureed, bloody awful. While I was in hospital, I learned only to have the soup and the ice cream, because everything else was shit. So I'm keen on them. But since I've been home, Dion's been feeding me up. But I can't really frustrating because you can only have a tiny little bloody amount and you're full. When during the operation, though, they take your craving for food kind of thing out as well. That comes out as well. So I don't crave food, but I still enjoy it. And like earlier, I made some corned beef hash, beautiful, before I went in. And there was some left and we froze it. And I had some just for my lunch. And it was only a small amount, like not even half a bowl full. And I was full, right up to what feels like here. You can't bloody get, you kind of, bugger, I've overdone that. And you go swallowing all the time. But anyway, that's something I've just got to get used to. It's so bloody frustrating. And then you just got to eat little and often. So basically that's where we're up to date. Everyone's been miraculous at the hospital. It was absolutely brilliant. I've got all my tubes and that taken out. I've got one left in my stomach here just in case they need to go out with it, but that's coming out on Friday. Got to build my energy back up. Just eat little and often. I've got a long road ahead of me. But I don't know how long, maybe 6 weeks or so. I've got chemotherapy again. Ooh, lovely. So I've got that to look forward to. Which will knock me sideways again, especially, I think obviously it'll knock you sideways more after the surgery, but I think that's why they give you so long. And the chemotherapy is just to mop up any cells that are left floating around your body. So I'll be having it full strength, no doubt. But that's it really, yeah. Dion's been a trooper. Joel's been a bloody inspiration. We've had a chat or two here and there. It's fantastic. So even the nurse said, "Is that your brother?" It's quite amazing, but he only lives locally and all. It's round the corner, basically. It's so uncanny because it's quite rare. So on the road to recovery, and we'll go from there. Right. Anyway, there's your latest update. You might get another one in. You might get another one next spring, early summer, when I'm out camping on my motorbike. Wow, can't wait. All right, catch you later. Enjoy. Take care.